Capricorn or Capricorn cross watcher. Thank you guys for being here with me today. You can also reverse this if you need to. We're going to start off by a story of something that I experienced before at a place I used to work, because I think that it's the best way to tell you what I'm getting for the message today. This message has something to do with someone here is going to want to like almost enlist you with something or for something, maybe even employ you for something, make a deal with you for something. I'm also hearing deal with the devil, but or it could be reversed. You could be wanting to do this, but it almost seems to like help someone. Like whatever someone's wanting to enlist you for, get your help from, or get your help for, whatever it is. I don't think they're doing it in a nefarious manner, but perhaps they're needing your help or you to do some sort of research on your own for them because something's being done against them, or they just want to make sure it isn't. Something like that, right? Unless it's reversed. Now, we could have someone here that's wanting to get your help with something, and it could be to hurt someone or whatever, but I'm not getting that. So let me tell you what I was talking about. A lot of you know I used to work at a hotel. And in the hotel, sometimes you'll notice that people will come to the front desk and they'll ask for, like, who cleaned my room? Let's say someone's checking in the morning or even at night. I mean, whenever they check in, they get up to their room, they're tired. Okay, usually when people get to their hotel, they're tired. They've been traveling a while, or they've come for a funeral. I mean, you never know why someone's there, or they're there for a business meeting and they're away from their family. Check into their room, put their things down, and they're getting comfortable. About to take a shower. They get in the shower, they get to go get in the shower, and they see hair in the tub. Or they get to go get in the bed and they realize the sheets have not been changed, or there's dirt in the floor in the corners, or the windows have fingerprints on them. Even the windows were ignored. They weren't clean. Their room is not clean. So then the guest will come down and they'll speak to the front desk attendant and they'll be like, hey, who cleaned my room? My room is not clean. And a lot of times they'll provide their own photos. They'll be like, look, I took pictures of it. This is what's in my room. I want a different room, or I want someone to clean my room, and I want maybe a discount or something, right? Fair, totally get it. Now, sometimes people will try to say their room's like that, but they did it themselves. But usually, no. Usually the guest, if that happens, it's because someone didn't clean the room properly. Well, this is why hotels usually have what is called a head housekeeper. The head housekeeper that I had at the hotel that I was at, she was phenomenal. I'm talking, she trained me, in fact. This girl didn't miss nothing. In fact, she was a Capricorn. She didn't miss nothing. She had a checklist. She was extremely clean. She knew her shit, okay? She knew her shit. In fact, she used to tell me that the head housekeeper that was there before I got there, before she became the head housekeeper, was better than her. I'm like, well, whether she was or she wasn't, you're incredible. Like, she didn't take no shit, you know. She was really easy to get along with. But when it comes to cleanliness, in fact, when she trained me, she said, the way that you want to clean a room is imagine your mama or your grandmama staying in there. That's how you should clean a room. Don't half-ass do it. Like, she was strict, but duh, like, she was doing her job. That's the type of person you want as a head housekeeper. Imagine you're going to stay somewhere. Wouldn't you want someone like that? Okay. Well, oftentimes when the guests would come down, and because I ended up working at the front desk, they would come to me or whoever was working and be like, this is what's going on in my room, blah, blah, blah. So then we go to the head housekeeper and we say, this is what's the situation with the room. What do we do? So then she goes and looks at her list because she's organized, and she sees who was scheduled for that room that day or that floor that day or whatever, right? She looks and then she goes and checks their checkoff list. If she sees a VC, which is vacant clean, beside the room, she's like, okay, so this housekeeper said that they cleaned the room. She then goes to that housekeeper, whether they're already gone for the day or not, and she'll say, did you clean this room? Did you clean the tub? Did you do this? Now, of course, they're going to lie. They will lie. They will lie to her. Okay, maybe they were in a hurry that day, or maybe we were really busy and we were at full capacity, so the head housekeeper didn't check the rooms, because usually she'd go behind us and check that shit. So she didn't have to do it later, you know what I mean? She was on top of her shit, I'm telling you. And so let's say she got busy, she didn't get to check. So they lie to her, and then what happens? She's the one that has to go in there and fix it. Or I have to change the room for the person and put them in a different room if they insist and will not stay in that room. They want a cleaner room. Okay, this is what I'm talking about enlisting. So Imagine someone here is the guest. This could be anyone to you. This could be a family member of yours. This could be a friend of yours. This could be a coworker of yours. This is someone who needs your help somehow, some way, whether it's the job you have, some sort of gift that you have, a connection you have to someone or something, or you have some sort of pull, whatever this is. Someone here will come to you and say, almost like, it's almost like, help me. Can you help me? Are you willing to help me? Would you help me to find out who's behind this or what's really going on? So whether you're doing this to another and someone's going to be helping you find out what's going on or the information you need, whatever that is, or someone else is doing this to you, that's what I think is happening in this message. This is about enlisting, making a deal. I'm hearing deal or no deal. This could also, if a deal is made, or if anyone is enlisted here, or even says, hell yeah, I'll do it. Absolutely, I'll do it. You know, it would prove to maybe even strengthen a connection, because it would show the other person, look, I've got your back. I've got your back. Of course, I'll find out who's behind it. Of course, I'll find out the information for you. Of course, I will help. Now, let's say it's not a person going to another person. This could be someone just going to look at their cameras. Maybe someone's like, I feel like someone's doing something against me, or I feel like someone's up to no good. Someone may go to watch their cameras. They may log into their camera, replay a video on a certain day, certain time to see. Let's say someone buys a GPS tracking device. That would also be the third energy kind of enlisted to help a situation. This is that what I'm feeling here, okay? Someone here is like, I want to know. I want proof. I already kind of suspect. Like, okay, that's important here. That's important to not skip over. So the guest comes down, right? I'm using this as an example, and they say, you know, look at my tub, look at my sheets, whatever. They're not making that shit up. You know what I mean? They may have even already taken a picture of it on their phone, or there was a cigarette butt left in my windowsill. Somebody tried to smoke out the window, but the housekeeper didn't check the windowsill or something. You know what I'm saying? So this guest, this customer, they already know something. Somebody here already knows something. It's almost like someone's caught someone. They just don't know who's behind it, because the guests don't know who the housekeeper is. You know what I mean? So it's like, or maybe they have an idea who's behind it. Maybe they saw the person up there on their floor earlier that day, but they can't prove it, so they want proof. You know, they really want to know. Maybe a guest is missing an item. Maybe someone's missing something. They left for the day. They put do not disturb on their door, but somehow, some way, somebody went in there and disturbed, you know. And someone's like, I'm missing jewelry, or I'm missing my laptop, I'm missing whatever they had, they could be missing it. I'm using this as an example to say, someone here, something has been done against someone, or someone's been suspecting that an individual is not trustworthy or is being duplicitous in some way. I know this isn't everybody's story, but that's what I've been getting. So they are going to entrust. They are going to trust that probably another individual, which could be you unless it's reversed, will help them, will do the right thing and help them piece the puzzle together so that they can maybe prosecute someone, or so that they can get some sort of justice in a way. Okay. I mean, this happens all the time, guys. I can't think of it any other way than the hotel. It's just the best way to describe the message. I don't think this has anything to do with the hotel, but it might. I don't know. Maybe some of you just be careful where you go stay. But like, okay, let's say a lot of times we would have a single individual, meaning they were traveling alone. Let's say it was truck drivers, or we had someone coming for a meeting, or whatever it is. They come, but the only room we have available, maybe it's a busy weekend, is a double, which the doubles cost a little bit more. A double would mean there's 2 beds in it. They don't need 2 beds. It's one person, but it's the only room available, and they're not trying to travel anymore to find another hotel that might or might not have vacancy. They don't want to do that. They're tired. People are tired when they travel. They don't want to deal with that shit, you know? So we give them the double. A lot of times you'll see the person who is single staying in a double will not sleep or use both beds. Clearly, why would they need both beds? Sometimes they'll put their luggage on the extra bed, but they don't mess up the covers. They will sleep in the bed that they choose, usually closest to the window, furthest from the door, so they have more privacy, and put their luggage on that first bed. It doesn't matter. When you are a housekeeper, you are to change both beds. So oftentimes it happened where, what would the head housekeeper do? She would get a complaint that we would get a family come stay in a double after maybe a single person had checked out the day before. And they would say, oh, our second bed has crumbs in it. Because you never know. Some people lay in that shit. I mean, people are, I don't know why they would do that, but some people do it. I mean, you see all kind of shit in the hotels. One of my favorite jobs I ever had. You learn a lot about fucking people in the hotel. And they would leave crumbs in the bed and then make that shit back up or something. Like, how do you get crumbs at the end of the bed, but you're not laying in it? And it's made the way that we make it, like tight as fuck, you know? I'm like, so the housekeeper would mark it off like vacant clean, VC, but it's not vacant clean because she or whoever the housekeeper is did not clean both beds. The beds were not changed. Only one bed was changed because it took less time. Maybe the housekeeper wanted to go home earlier, you know, was whatever, in a rush. So the housekeeper's like, I'm going to make it look like I changed both beds, but I'm not really. And then it ends up turning out that the head housekeeper sees that the housekeeper under them is lying on their sheet. They're not actually doing what they're saying they're doing. You know what I mean? Because the beds were not changed. So that's happened as well. This is about someone here around you, again, unless it's you, has an inclination that someone is behind something. It could be something going on against this person, or something that is a lie involving someone, and they're like, I need to do research. I mean, maybe someone gets a private investigator here. It depends. Like, you see what I'm saying? Someone could get a lawyer here or an attorney. This is that type of what I'm talking about, like making a deal with, I'm going to employ you, I will pay you for this, or, you know, let's say it's a family member and someone's like, I need to know. I mean, I can give another example. This is kind of a stupid example, but let's say you have neighbor wars. You got neighbors who don't really like each other. Emphasis here on balcony. Something to do with someone's balcony, or where someone is above the balcony, below the balcony. Did I say above, below? I did it complete opposite, didn't I? Something to do with who's above a balcony or below, top floor, bottom floor, or who's across the street. Anyway, let's say you have neighbor wars here, whether it's in a neighborhood or an apartment complex, a townhome, anything. You got two neighbors who, they really don't like each other. And let's say one of the neighbors happens to leave their grill. They leave their grill outside. I mean, what else are you going to do? Are you going to roll it inside? So this person leaves their grill outside on maybe their balcony or their patio. Let's say they're on the bottom floor or something. This person wakes up the next day and their grill is gone, or whatever they left on their balcony, whatever it is. And they have an idea who it is, because they know this other neighbor don't like them. Maybe this neighbor's been over there before and seen what they had on their porch. I don't know. Either way, this person's got an idea and they're on to something. They're definitely on to something. I don't think they're wrong, but they need the proof. So maybe they're friends with another neighbor who actually happens to live like side by side to the neighbor this one doesn't like but suspects took their shit. So they may enlist that neighbor and say, hey, can you peek on your balcony and see if you see my grill on that person's balcony? And this person will do it. And then they'll bring them back the information and say, yes, it was there, or no, it wasn't. My cats are dealing with the cabinets again. My cats open the cabinet doors. Like, do y'all have cats that open cabinet doors? Cats are fucking smart. They're fucking smart. So yeah, unless this is a work situation, some of you just mayonnaise, something to do with mayonnaise. Some of you may need to make sure the doors are locked, or the office door is locked, or something to do with locking the doors, maybe car doors, making sure a door is locked so that someone doesn't try to gain access in there when you're not in there, because the cats are getting into the cabinet again. Cats, sneaky little cats. So yeah, that's the message for today. I know it's not everybody's story, but yeah, someone may want your help here unless it's you wanting someone else's help. Can you help me pin this motherfucker? Can you help me pin this bitch, whoever it is? Because I have an idea that this is who it is that's doing this, or, you know, that someone is doing something and I need to know. Unless it doesn't have to do with an actual person. Let's say it's you and this is your story. You may be like, I'm going to get a surveillance system, or a better surveillance system with more memory, or I'm going to get my neighbor to watch my house while I'm not here, or I don't know, I'm gonna get a tracking device, I'm gonna get a listening device, I'm gonna wire myself. Like, okay, could be that. All right, guys, that's what I'm getting. Thank you for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.